सफलता का कोई मंत्र नहीं, यह तो परिश्रम का फल है। वंदे मातरम बच्चों। तो आज हम क्लास 12th का सैम्पल पेपर सॉल्व करेंगे 22। सो लेट्स सी द क्वेश्चन पेपर फॉर्मेट। देयर इज 3 सेक्शन. In section A 1 to 3 questions, in section B 4 to 11 question, and in section C question number 1 12 question number. Okay, so now start the first question. What is the first question? Let's see. Why does physisorption decrease with rise in temperature? So write down in your question in your notebook. So what is the question? Second B part. How will you prepare arsenic sulphide solution in lab? Clear? So first question, let's see. We will discuss the first question. How to write in answer. आपको एग्जाम में कैसे आंसर लिखना है, हाउ टू रिप्रेजेंट. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको वही क्वेश्चन करने हैं जो आपको सबसे पहले, जिनमें आप कॉन्फिडेंट हैं. जो क्वेश्चन आपको अच्छी तरह आता है सबसे पहले आप उसे करें. ओके, तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है अपना? वाई डज फिजिजॉर्प्शन डिक्रीज विद राइज इन टेम्परेचर. इट मीन्स what is the physisorption? Physisorption, how to write the answer? Physisorption is a exothermic process. Exothermic reaction. Okay, so physisorption is a exothermic reaction. Exothermic means those reaction in which heat is evolved, heat is emitted. So it is the exothermic. Here the change in enthalpy is negative. So when we increase the temperature, when we rise the temperature, reaction become reverse according to Le-Chatelier principle. याद है आपको Le-Chatelier principle क्या था? According to Le-Chatelier principle, when we change any side of the system, the equilibrium goes where the less disturbance. So according to Le-Chatelier principle, when temperature increase, reaction become reverse. It means डिजॉर्प्शन, फिजिजॉर्प्शन का रिवर्स क्या होगा? डिजॉर्प्शन. इट मीन्स व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस रिवर्स प्रोसेस? डिजॉर्प्शन. फिजिजॉर्प्शन इज एडजॉर्प्शन प्रोसेस and desorption is removal of adsorbent from the adsorbate. Suppose let's see, this is adsorbent and this adsorption is take place here. When this remove, this is called the desorption. So this is adsorbate and adsorbent. So let's see. So physisorption is exothermic process. When temperature increase, the reaction take place as reverse direction. Desorption is take place. So when we rise the temperature, physisorption, so what happen? Desorption is take place. Now let's see the second point. What is the second point? How will prepare the arsenic sulphide salt? What is the meaning of salt? Salt means liquid and solid. There is two phase, dispersion medium and dispersed phase. Gel, this is gel, and salt. Salt means liquid is dispersion medium and dispersed phase is solid. So what is the dispersion medium here? Dispersion medium is liquid and dispersed phase is solid, like solute, like solvent. So clear what is the salt? So how to prepare the arsenic sulphide salt? Arsenic sulphide is negative salt. So how to prepare? It is for prepared by double decomposition. So let's see how to prepare the arsenic sulfide salt? Write down the answer. How to prepare? We can prepare by double decomposition. To write down double decomposition. So what is the reaction of double decomposition? Double decomposition arsenic sulfide As2S3. How to write the formula? Arsenic 3 plus sulfide 2 minus. So and cross multiply. This is the arsenic sulfide. Double decomposition, when we heat arsenic oxide, when we heat arsenic oxide plus H2S, hydrogen sulfide, so it convert into arsenic sulfide salt. And what is the next product? H2O. This is H2. Now balance the equation. Arsenic is already balanced. Oxygen 3 into 2 6 and 3. So this is the double decomposition process. So we can prepare arsenic sulfide salt by arsenic oxide, and this is the H2S gas. H2S gas. What is the order of H2S gas? Rotten egg-like smell. Rotten egg-like smell is coming. It means H2S gas is here. So clear? First question is clear. Now next question. Question second. So what is the question second? A part. For which type of reaction order and molecularity have the same value? For which type of reactions order and molecularity have the same value? B part. For the following reaction, write the average velocity of the reaction. So what is the answer of first question? Answer. How to write the answer? For which type of reaction the molecularity and order of reaction is same. Molecularity depend on the number of molecules, never zero. कभी zero नहीं हो सकती, never negative. But order of reaction is depend on the slow step of the reaction, and it may be zero, it may be negative, it may be fractional. So in which type of reaction molecularity and order of reaction is same value? This reaction is elementary reaction. For the elementary reaction, so what is the answer? Elementary reaction. For elementary reaction, order of reaction and molecularity always same. Elementary means those reaction in which one reactant and more than one reactant take place in single step. It means elementary reaction proceed only in single step. Only single step. Only one transition state is possible in one step process. So one step process, the elementary reactions are those chemical reactions which take place in only one single step. So these have same molecularity and order of reaction. So order of reaction is clear. So suppose we take an example like A convert into product. So you can write A plus A. So it will convert into product. The collision, there is two molecules are collide. Molecularity is 2. Order of reaction is also 2. So order of reaction and molecularity is same for only and only elementary reaction. Clear? Now what is the second question? Very simple question. How to write the average velocity? Average velocity of these are m1, m2, n2, n1. What is this? Stoichiometric coefficient. These are required for balanced chemical equation. Always chemical equation is always should be balanced. because it depend on the law of conservation of mass. प्रोडक्ट का मास एंड रिएक्टेंट का मास ऑलवेज इक्वल होना चाहिए. तो वी हैव टू बैलेंस द केमिकल इक्वेशन. सो केमिकल इक्वेशन इज बैलेंस्ड. तो केमिकल रिएक्शन एंड when we represent by symbol, it is called the chemical equation, and chemical equation based upon stoichiometric coefficient and law of conservation of mass. Let's see. The N1A plus N2B, this will convert into M1C plus M2D. So how to write the average rate of reaction? The average rate of reaction कैसे लिखोगे? Let's see. Rate of reaction is average velocity is average velocity. So how to write the average velocity? Let's see, we can write here. So write down the first question, and now we will discuss the second question. So second question is, second question, the average velocity. Reactant convert into product. According to time, reactant will be decreased and product will be increased. So how to write the average velocity? Rate of reaction is minus 1 upon N1 and dA upon dt. You can write as dA upon dt. And now don't write plus sign. आपको प्लस नहीं लगाना. minus 1 upon N2 d upon dt. Again, how to write? For C, there is positive sign. 1 upon M1 dC upon, this is the product, dt. And again, how to write? Plus 1 by M2 and d concentration of dt. So increase in concentration of product at the time, decreasing in the concentration of the reactant. So how to write the average rate? Velocity of the rate is this. So clear this question? Now question number 3rd. So let's see the question number 3rd. Arrange the following in increasing order of crystal field stabilizing energy. These are the complex. And write the coordination number and oxidation state of platinum in the complex this. So what is the answer of the first question? How to write the answer? Let's see. Increasing order of CFSE, crystal field stabilization energy. So what is the order of spectrochemical series of these ligand? So in spectrochemical series, the spectrochemical series is the arrangement of the ligand according to their strength of the field. So cyanide is more strong ligand than ammonia and then chloride. So now what is the CFSE order? Strong ligand have highest stabilization energy. So what is the order? Chromium Cn whole 6 3 minus, then Cr NH3 whole 6 3 plus, and this last is Cr Cl. Cl is the weak ligand and cyanide is very strong ligand. So this is the order of the CFSE. So write down the answer of the first question. According to spectrochemical series, the strength of the ligand is cyanide, ammonia and chloride. So what is the answer of CFSE in increasing order? Hexa. What is the name of this? Hexacyanochromate third. इसका क्या नाम होगा बेटा? Hexaamine chromium third ion. What is its name? hexachloroidochromate third. So clear how to write the answer? Now write it down. Let's see the second question. So what is the answer of the second question? So write down the answer of the B part. So what is the answer बेटा, क्या आंसर होगा? Let's see. What is the complex? क्या complex है answer of the B question? Write the coordination number and oxidation state of platinum in the complex. What is the coordination number? Coordination number present always in the coordination sphere. कोऑर्डिनेशन स्फीयर में जितने भी लिगैंड होंगे वही आपका कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर है. दिस इज द सेकेंडरी वैलेंसी एंड सेकेंडरी वैलेंसी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय स्ट्रॉन्ग लाइन, सॉलिड लाइन, एंड प्राइमरी वैलेंसी आफ्टर द ब्रैकेट आयनाइजेबल वैलेंसी एंड प्राइमरी वैलेंसी which represented by dotted line. So what is the complex? First of all write down the complex. What is the meaning of En? Ethylene diamine. En means, En is the bidentate ligand. Okay, bidentate. Bidentate means there is two sides for the bond formation. Bidentate ligand. Do you know what is the formula? CH2 CH2 NH2 1,2 diaminoethane. This is it. There is two sides. There is lone pair. There is lone pair. So there is two sides. It is bidentate ligand. So bidentate means there is already two. 2 into 2 4 and there is 2. So what is the coordination number beta? Coordination number is 6. 6. This is the octahedral complex. 6 is octahedral complex. Now let's see the oxidation state. How to calculate the oxidation state? Platinum X. Platinum को आप X suppose करें. Platinum is X. Ethylene diamine is 0, neutral. There is no charge. So its oxidation number is 0 beta. And next -2. -1 for 1 chloride and there is -2. And whole molecule is neutral. There is no charge. 0 charge, there is no charge, so equal to 0. So now how to calculate? X equal to beta minus plus minus minus, and minus goes from right side, so it convert into +2. So platinum present here in +2 state. So what is the oxidation state of platinum? +2. Clear the B part? First part and second part. Now it's clear. So how to write the answer of the third question? Let's see. Now next question, question number 4. So we will start the section B. Section A is complete. 1 to 3 questions are in section A. So in section B we will start. So first question in section B, question number 4. A part and B part. Again let's see. Zinc metal can displace copper from copper sulphate solution, but gold cannot explain with reason. Second question is calculate the EMF. EMF means electromotive force. What is the electromotive force? The difference of the electrode potential, cell potential of the two electrodes, cathode and anode. So electromotive force of the following cell. So what is the cell? Aluminium and nickel cell. So Al3 plus concentration is given here. Ni2 plus the concentration of Ni2 plus and nickel. So it's clear. So what is the concentration of here? So let's see. So how to write the answer? Section A. Zinc metal can displace copper from copper sulphate. So we can make the equation. How to make? CuSO4 convert into zinc sulphate, aqueous and copper solid. And do you know what is the name of this cell? Voltaic cell and galvanic cell. This is the voltaic cell, Daniell cell, galvanic cell, electrochemical cell. You can write any name. So what happened in this reaction? This is the displacement reaction. So zinc is highly reactive. Zinc is highly reactive than copper. Highly reactive than copper. So it displace. So it displace the copper from copper sulphate solution. Clear? And the electrode potential of zinc is more negative. The electrode potential of zinc is more negative than hydrogen. For hydrogen, electrode potential is 0. So for zinc is minus 0.76 volt, more negative. And zinc is present below hydrogen. So clear? So zinc present below copper. So zinc present below copper. Zinc is highly reactive and its electrode potential is more negative. So it displaces the copper from copper sulphate. Now gold. Gold cannot displace. So when we write the reaction with gold, Au solid plus copper sulphate solution, there is no reaction. So what happened in this reaction? Au is less reactive than copper. Au is less reactive than copper. Here zinc is below the copper and here Au is above the copper. So Au is less reactive and it can't displace from the copper. So clear what is the answer of the first question? Zinc is highly reactive and it displaces the copper. Au is less reactive, so it can't displace the copper. According to electrochemical series, zinc is placed below the copper, and gold aurum Au is placed above the copper. So it's clear. Now next question, second question, B part. So write down the second question. So what is the second question here? Calculate the EMF of the following cell at 25 degrees Celsius. So what is the Nernst equation here? तो how to write the Nernst equation? तो Nernst equation लिखने से पहले बेटा आपको कैसे सॉल्व करना है? Solution B. Answer B. First given, there is given 0.25 and 1.66 volt. So what is the E cell potential? Standard E cell potential we can calculate here. E cathode and E right minus E left. E cathode minus E anode. E cathode minus E anode, clear? So E cathode minus E anode. What is the value of cathode and which is cathode and which is anode here? The given value is 0.25. This is cathode. Right side it is cathode and left side is anode. Highly reactive metal. Aluminium is highly reactive and high reactive than nickel. So anode where oxidation take place, cathode where reduction take place. So highly reactive metal is always work as a anode. So cathode is here. So what is the value of minus 0.25 volt minus 1.66 volt? So what is the answer? So minus minus, there is plus. So what is the answer when we calculate this value? 1.41 volt. 1.41 volt. So E cell calculate हो गया. अब now write down the equation of the Nernst equation. What is the Nernst equation? First of all, write down the equation of this. Al, aluminium, solid, react with nickel Ni 2 plus, convert into Al 3 plus and nickel solid. This is aqueous and this is aqueous. Now balance the equation 2 and 3. So balance it, and now again it balance with 2 and 3. So this is the equation. So how to write the Nernst equation for this representation? So let's see the Nernst equation. To write down this question, let's see. So how to write the Nernst equation? E cell equal to E naught cell minus 2.03 and number of electrons. How many number of electrons? 6 electron. Al convert into Al3 plus and Ni2 plus convert into nickel. When we balance the equation, N equal to is 3 into 2, 6 electrons are here. So RT upon NF. F means Faraday. Now log solid को आपको नहीं लिखना. The concentration of solid is always 1. Al3 plus and 2. The stoichiometric coefficient is 2 here, and here nickel 3, Ni 2 plus 3, and solid is always 1. So product upon reactant. How to write the Nernst equation? Product upon reactant. So now write down the value. E cell, we already calculate what is the E cell value. This is the E cell value, 1.41 volt. Clear beta? Next, let's see 2.303. R की वैल्यू क्या होगी? 8.314 and temperature is given 25. 25 means 298 Kelvin. 298 Kelvin. And number of electron is 6. Faraday is 96500. And calculate the concentration here. Concentration आपको क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है. कितना दिया हुआ है बेटा? देखो. तो write down the concentration. ये नोट कर लिया. Yes, let's see. The concentration is here 0.1 and 0.001. So write down the concentration 0.001 for aluminium and for nickel 0.01 for nickel. So how to write it? The 1.41 volt. अगर आप इसे बेटा कैलकुलेट करोगे तो व्हाट इज द वैल्यू व्हेन वी कैलकुलेट दिस टर्म? minus 0.0591 divided by 6. Aluminium 10 to power how many value here? 0.001 को आप कैसे लिख सकते हो? 10 to power -3 या -2? 0. इसे आप कैलकुलेट करोगे तो आपके पास आंसर आ जाएंगे 0.0591 and 1 2 3 10 to power -3 and 1 to 10 to power -2. इसका आपको स्क्वायर करना है और इसका आपको क्यूब करना है. तो 10 to power -3 means 1.41 volt minus 0.059 upon 6. So how to write the value? So you have to write here log also. Log. So now log 10 to power -6 upon 10 to power minus how many value here? 10 to power -3 into 2, and here the value is here 0.1. Sorry, 0.1. So given question in given 0. What is the question? 0.1. तो 0.1 को आप कैसे लिखोगे, 10 टू पावर माइनस 1। ओके, तो 0.1, तो 3 इंटू 2 6, 3 इंटू 1 माइनस 3। ओके, तो हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन, 1.41 वोल्ट माइनस 0.0591 अपॉन 6। लॉग को कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं बेटा, -6 log 10 माइनस माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा 3 log 10। तो log 10 की वैल्यू 1 होगी, तो log 10 की वैल्यू 1, तो व्हाट इज द वैल्यू नाउ, 1.41 वोल्ट माइनस 0.0591 अपॉन 6 एंड ईयर -6 में से 3 माइनस करोगे -3 आ जाएगा। तो नाउ कैलकुलेट माइनस माइनस प्लस, 3 इंटू 2, 3 2 जा 6। तो व्हाट इज द आंसर हियर व्हेन वी कैलकुलेट दिस वैल्यू, तो 1.4395 वोल्ट। So what is the answer? How to write? So here the concentration of nickel is 0.1, which is given in your question, and concentration of aluminium is 0.001. So 0.001 10 to power minus 3 and 0.1 means 10 to power minus 1 cube. Clear? How to calculate this question? So 1.4395 voltage is your answer. Now it's clear. So question 4 is complete. Now best of luck. Now question number 4. Question number 4 is present in your choice. So now question number 4 or question A. Is the following reaction possible? Explain with reason. So what is the question? Is the following reaction possible? Explain with reason. Fe solid react with H2SO4 aqueous, then it convert into FeSO4 aqueous plus hydrogen. And what is the B part? A zinc rod is dipped in a 0.1 m solution of ZnSO4. The salt is 95% dissociated at a 298 Kelvin temperature. Calculate the electrode potential, and given the standard electrode potential of zinc is minus 0.76 volt and log 95 equal to 1.977 volt. 977. So how to explain this question? So let's see the answer. The first question, the answer of the, how to write the answer? First, Fe solid plus H2SO4, this reaction is possible. This reaction is feasible. Feasible means possible. This reaction is possible. Why this reaction is possible? Because Fe is highly reactive. Fe is highly reactive. Highly reactive than hydrogen. तो Fe is highly reactive than hydrogen. तो Fe replace hydrogen from acid. तो hydrogen gas is evolved. And second answer of this question is the Fe present below the hydrogen. Fe is present below the hydrogen and its electrode potential is more negative. The electrode potential of hydrogen is 0 and electrode potential of iron is minus 0.76 volt. So its electrode potential is more negative. It present below hydrogen and Fe is highly reactive than hydrogen. So it replace hydrogen from the acid. So FeSO4 is formed. Aqueous solution means water. Salt present in water. The solution of salt in water is called the aqueous. When we write H2O, there is liquid is mentioned. So hydrogen gas is evolved. Clear? The first question is clear. How to write? So Fe displace the hydrogen from H2SO4. Now let's see the second question. How to explain the second question? Let's see the second question. What is the second question? The electrode reaction, zinc rod is dipped in 0.1 m solution of ZnSO4. So what is the reaction here? So Zn 2 plus 2 electron convert into Zn solid. Okay. So how to write the reaction? Written at a reduction here, and reduction is always present on cathode. एनोड पर हमेशा ऑक्सीडेशन होगा एंड कैथोड पर हमेशा रिडक्शन होगा. तो अप्लाइंग द नर्न्स इक्वेशन. अब आप इसकी नर्न्स इक्वेशन बनाओ बेटा. कैसे बनाओगे? हाउ टू राइट द नर्न्स इक्वेशन. अप्लाइंग द नर्न्स इक्वेशन कैसे बनाते हैं? तो ये आप क्वेश्चन नोट कर लें. A zinc rod is dipped in 0.1 m solution of ZnSO4. The salt is 95% dissociated at 298 Kelvin temperature. Calculate the electrode potential if standard electrode potential of zinc is 0.76 volt and log 95 equal to 1.977. Let's see. So how to solve this question? First of all, write down the Nernst equation for this. So what is the Nernst equation? Nernst is the name of the scientist. He find out the electrode potential at any concentration. So how to write the answer? So we have to calculate the electrode potential for the zinc. Zn. You can write cell here also. Zn2 plus Zn convert into E naught. Zn2 plus Zn minus 2.303 R T upon N F log concentration of the product, molar concentration of the product and molar concentration of the reactant. So zinc solid is always present in unity. Solid not depend on the concentration, not depend on the dilution. So Zn solid is always equal to 1. And what is the value of R? R equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin mole inverse. So what is the value of 8.314? So joule Kelvin mole inverse. Now next T is 298 Kelvin temperature. F is 96500 Coulomb. And N is number of electron here, 2 electrons. So write down these values on this equation. And how to write the value? Zn2 plus and Zn is given in your question. What is the value of Zn2 plus and Zn? Minus 0.76 volt. Okay. So when we put the value of 2.303 or 8.314 and value of T is 298 Kelvin temperature divided by 2 multiplied with 96500. So what is the value of R? 8.314, and this is the value of R, and zinc is solid 1. So log 1 upon Zn 2 plus aqueous. So clear? So what is the value of here? Now calculate this value. इस वैल्यू को आप कैलकुलेट करें तो ये वैल्यू आपकी कितनी आ जाएगी बेटा? माइनस 0.76 वोल्ट माइनस 0.0591 divided by 2. It's clear? Log 1 upon concentration of Zn2 plus aqueous solution. To write these values. Now next step, how to calculate the concentration of Zn2 plus. In question, the given 0.1 m molar solution. In the question, this is the given. So what is the molar concentration of 95% is dissociated. So Zn2 plus aqueous solution, the concentration is equal to 0.1 m is given and 95% is dissociated. So what is the value of 0.095? This is the concentration. So write down the concentration in next step. Minus 0.76, 0.0591 upon 2 log 1 upon 0.095. So how to calculate 0.095? 10 to power 3. When we remove the point, you can write 10 to power 3. Okay? So when we remove the point, you can write 10 to power 3. So how to calculate? Minus 0.76 minus 0.0591 divided by 2, and log A upon B. How to calculate? Log A minus log B. And here power is present here. So how to calculate this power? कैसे calculate करोगे बेटा? 3 log 10. ये आपका सॉल्व हो गया 3 log 10. Then minus log 95. और log 95 आपको क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है. What is the value of log 95? You have written. What is the value of log 95? So write down the value of log 95 is 1.977 volt. 1.977. So minus 0.76, 0.0591 divided by 2. So we get 0.02955. 0.02955 approximate. 3 log 10 equal to 1 and minus log 95 is equal to 1.9777. Now calculate this. 3 into 1, 3 में से आप ये माइनस कर दें तो what you get the value 0. Answer is E cell Zn2 plus and Zn is, when we calculate this value is also minus, your answer is minus 0.7922 volts. So this is the answer, 0.021. So you can calculate and write down. So it's clear how to calculate this question. Yes. This is the solution of the question number 4. Now question number 5th. So what is the question number 5th? Let's see. A, B and C. There is 3 part. Why is third ionization enthalpy of manganese exceptionally high? B. Explain why zinc, cadmium, Hg are not regarded as transition element. And C. Explain Cu plus ion is not stable in aqueous solution. Clear? What is the question? What is ionization enthalpy? The energy required to remove the last valence electron from an isolated gaseous atom is called the ionization enthalpy. So how to write the answer? कैसे लिखना है बेटा? आंसर देखो. आंसर क्वेश्चन नंबर 5th. आंसर A पार्ट. थर्ड आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी ऑफ मैग्नीज. मैंगनीज का सिंबल क्या होगा बेटा? Mn. व्हाट इज द एटॉमिक नंबर? Mn25. तो डी ब्लॉक में हमेशा आपको इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखना है. तो यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन एनी क्वेश्चन बाय इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. सो लेट्स सी. तो व्हाट इज द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन? इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन मैंने आपको निकालना सिखाया था. ऑर्गन 18 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर फिल्ड. नाउ हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रिमेनिंग? 4s2 3d5. This is the Mn. Now third ionization enthalpy. Third ionization enthalpy is Mn2 plus. So what is the Mn2 plus here? Argon 18 and 3d5. For third ionization enthalpy, we have to remove the last valence electron from the d5 orbital, and d5 orbital is symmetric and highly stable. Half-filled orbital is highly stable. Half-filled, full-filled orbitals are highly stable. So its removal is very difficult. So the third ionization enthalpy exceptionally very high. The approximate this value is 320 enthalpy. Third enthalpy is approximate 3200 kilojoule mole inverse. So very high values required to remove the last valence electron, because d5 orbital is highly symmetrical orbital and half-filled orbital. So clear what is the answer of the first A part? Third ionization enthalpy of manganese is exceptionally high due to its half-filled orbital. It required more energy to remove the last valence electron. Now let's see the second question. What is the second question? Explain why zinc, cadmium, Hg are not regarded as transition element. So how to write the answer of the B question? So let's see what is the answer of B part. Write down the B part. First of all, I already told you about the electronic configuration, so you have to write the electronic configuration to better explanation. So let's see. Zinc, this is the 3D series, cadmium 4D series, and Hg from 5D series. So zinc atomic number is, do you know what is the atomic number? 30. Argon 3D 10 4s2. What is the cadmium? Zinc, cadmium, Hg. Argon के बाद बेटा क्या आता है? क्रिप्टॉन. 3D के बाद क्या लिखोगे? 4d10 5s2. very easy. Then after zinc, cadmium, Hg. Hg का कैसे लिखोगे? Argon, krypton, then xenon. Argon is 18, krypton is 36, xenon is 54, 5d10 and 6s2. What is the similarity in all case? D orbital is fulfilled orbital and its ground state or in its excited stable oxidation state. When we write the Zn2 plus, so what is the electronic configuration? Only 3d10. When we write the cadmium 2 plus, electronic configuration is 4d10. When we write the Hg2 plus, the electronic configuration is 5d10. These two electrons are removed in its ground state. So how to explain this answer? Zinc, cadmium are not regarded as transition element, but these are called the d block element. According to definition, when last valence electron enter in d orbital, these are called the d block element. But according to transition elements, those elements in its ground state, point out, those element in its ground state, whether in its any stable oxidation state, there is no incompletely d orbital. If incomplete d orbital is present, these are called transition element. Incomplete means d9, d7, d5, d6 partially d orbital is filled. समझ में आ गया? व्हाट इज द ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट? ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट का मतलब क्या है? दोज एलिमेंट जिनके ग्राउंड स्टेट में और ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट विच इज स्टेबल ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट में अगर इनकम्प्लीट डी ऑर्बिटल प्रेजेंट है तो इट मीन्स वो ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट होगा. बट इन केस ऑफ जिंक, कैडमियम, Hg, देयर इज 3d10, 4d10, 5d10 even in its ground state and oxidation state, stable oxidation state. So zinc, cadmium, Hg are regarded as a d block element, not the transition element. So clear? So let's see the C part. So what is the C part? Explain Cu plus ion is not stable in aqueous solution. Why Cu plus ion is not stable in aqueous solution? Let's see. Cu plus ion is not stable. Cu plus in aqueous solution, it disproportionate. So what is the meaning of disproportionate? One element, one metal oxidized and reduced simultaneously. It means oxidation and reduction take place simultaneously. This is redox reaction. It convert into Cu2 plus aqueous solution and it also convert into Cu solid. Plus 1 convert into plus 2, oxidation take place. Plus convert into 0 oxidation state, reduction take place. So why it is possible? Let's see. What is the electronic configuration of copper? Organ 3d10 4s1. And in Cu plus, so what is the configuration? Organ 3d10. So let's see. The second ionization enthalpy. So what is the second ionization enthalpy? Cu plus is more stable than Cu2 plus. This is because the second ionization enthalpy, there is very difficult to remove the valence last electron from d orbital because d10 is more stable, fulfilled orbital, highly symmetric. So the second ionization enthalpy is more. Clear? The second ionization enthalpy of copper is more, but for Cu2 plus. लेकिन Cu2 plus में बेटा क्या होगा? For Cu2 plus aqueous solution, it convert into 3d9. But Cu2 plus, the hydration enthalpy is more negative. So second ionization enthalpy compensate the hydration enthalpy. For Cu plus, second ionization enthalpy is very high. For Cu2 plus, hydration enthalpy is more negative, and this second enthalpy of ionization compensate the hydration enthalpy. So it goes to disproportionate. So oxidation and reduction both are take place. So Cu plus convert into Cu2 plus in aqueous solution and Cu solid also. Clear? So why Cu plus is not stable? Cu plus is क्या था क्वेश्चन? Explain why Cu plus is not stable in aqueous solution. तो Cu plus is here. Explain Cu plus ion is not stable in aqueous solution. It disproportionate into Cu2 plus and Cu. What is the reason? Because Cu plus second ionization enthalpy is very high, and for Cu2 plus hydration enthalpy is more negative. The second ionization enthalpy is compensate the hydration enthalpy. So Cu plus is disproportionate, simultaneously oxidation and reduction take place here. So clear? So how to write the answer of this question? Now question number 5th again. Or A. Why are all salts of scandium white? B. Why is enthalpy of atomization is the lowest for zinc in 3D series of transition elements? C. Out of Cr3 plus chromium and Mn3 plus, which is more stronger oxidizing agent, and why? The question is clear. What is the question? So now next write down the answer. E part. First of all, how to solve the D block questions? You have to write the electronic configuration. So what is the electronic configuration of scandium? Let's see. Scandium 21, organ 3D 1 4s2, total 13. Why are all salts of scandium white? Scandium always present in 3 plus state. So now in salt, organ it present 3d 0. There is no unpaired electron. There is no unpaired d electron. So it is not possible dd transition. Color is responsible by dd transition. So there is no dd transition. If unpaired electron is 0, it means it is colorless. And white means colorless. So all salt of scandium are colorless because there is no d unpaired electron and there is no dd transition. So it's clear what is the answer of A part. Now let's see the second part. What is the second part? Why is the enthalpy of atomization is the lowest of zinc in 3D series of transition elements? Enthalpy of atomization. What is the enthalpy of atomization? It depends on the number of unpaired d electron. If there is number of unpaired d electron are maximum, it means atomization enthalpy is higher. तो atomization enthalpy depend on the number of unpaired d electron. जितने ज़्यादा number of unpaired d electron होंगे उतने ज़्यादा ही वो bond बनाएगा. तो bond को break करने के लिए जो energy की requirement होगी वो enthalpy of atomization होगी. तो let's see the B part. So again, how to write the answer? Enthalpy of atomization is depend on the number of unpaired electron. So enthalpy means energy change. Enthalpy of atomization depend on bonding and number of electron depends on number of unpaired d electrons. So what is the zinc electronic configuration? We already discussed. Organ 3d 10 4s2. You can see again. This is full filled orbital. Full filled and half filled is exceptional behavior. Show the exceptional behavior. 3d10 is full filled orbital. Full filled, highly stable and symmetric. This is symmetric. What is the word of the symmetry? Symmetry means when we bisect vertically, when we bisect horizontally, there is two part which superimpose itself. Suppose A को आप bisect करें तो there is two part. Suppose B, तो when we horizontally bisect, there is two part which are superimposed. So this mean is called the symmetric. So it's clear what is the second question. So enthalpy of atomization depend on the number of unpaired d electron, but in case of zinc it is lowest, approximate 126 kilojoule mole inverse. So what is the atomization energy for zinc is 126, very low value. So lowest value in the 3D series. Now next question. So write down this question and answer of the B part. Let's see question C, part of the question 5th C. So what is the C part? Again you have to write the electronic configuration, which is oxidizing agent and which is reducing agent. जिसका ऑक्सीडेशन होगा बेटा, याद रख लो ये लाइन, जिसका ऑक्सीडेशन होगा उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. Learn this concept. And where the reduction take place, जिसका रिडक्शन होता है, it is called the oxidizing agent. Okay, oxidizing agent. Now let's see the reduction and oxidizing agent. So Cr3 plus and Mn3 plus, which is more stronger oxidizing agent. Let's see. First we write down the chromium. Atomic number is 24. Organ बेटा क्या होगा अब 3d 5 4s 4s1 20 18 एंड 6 24 हो गया। Cr3 प्लस लिखो बेटा। Cr3 प्लस मीन्स ऑर्गन एंड 3 मीन्स 3d3। When it attract one electron, Cr3 plus convert into Cr2 plus, तो Cr2 plus का क्या होगा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑर्गन 3d4। क्लियर? राइट डाउन। नेक्स्ट Mn। अब आप Mn का लिखें तो ऑक्सीडेशन एंड रिडक्शन। तो राइट डाउन फॉर द Mn। तो व्हाट इज द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन फॉर Mn? लेट्स सी Mn. Mn is 25. So how to write? Organ 3d5 4s1. In Mn3 plus how to write? 3d5 4s2. Mn 3 plus का मतलब क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? Organ 3d 2 electron from here and 3d4. When it attract one electron, so it convert into Mn2 plus. So organ now 3d5. So which is more stable, Cr2 plus or Mn2 plus? Mn2 plus is more stable. What is the reason again? 3d5. 3d5 means half filled orbital and symmetric orbital we obtain in Mn2 plus. So Mn3 plus absorb one electron and convert into Mn2 plus. So 3 plus convert into 2 plus. Here reduction. So it is the better oxidizing agent than Cr3 plus. So here reduction is present. So it is the oxidizing agent. So clear why Mn3 plus is more stronger oxidizing agent than Cr3 plus due to the electronic configuration, and 3d5 is more stable. Now it's clear all of you.